What up, world? Hopefully everybody's doing good on today. It's a beautiful day. Come outside to get some fresh air, man. Had a great podcast episode with my bro Leo Padilla.
Good morning, happy Friday. I hope everyone is going to have a great day. Just got done recording a podcast with my boy Adrian at Not Your Average Boss. Check him out on YouTube, Instagram. Like, comment, share, follow. Whatever it is you got to do to spread the word, right? Because that's all we need to do. We need to spread the word. Success leaves clues. It is our responsibility to pick those clues up and leave them for the generations to come.
Fitness coach, life coach, owner of Leadership Fitness. Make sure you go check him out at leadership_fit on Instagram. Leadership, it stands for the Army values, the acronym for the Army values, so check those out as well. Shout out all the veterans out there. Appreciate y'all. But just want to come on here, man. He fired me up, man. He fired me up, man. It was a really great episode dealing with warrior mindset. And though it was catered towards men, our sisters can benefit from it too, because your sons, your husbands, your brothers, your father could probably relate and get motivated off of it. So definitely share it with them when we drop it here pretty soon. But one of the things that we talked about and that Leo has on his page now is, what if you woke up in the morning, went to the bathroom, turned on the light, looked in the mirror, and forgot who you were? Everything was, all the memories of who you were up to that point were gone. All the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the good times and the bad times were all gone. Of course, you freak out at first, right? Like any normal human being would freak out in that instant and be like, where am I at and what's going on? Who's these strange people in this house I'm in? But once you get your resolve and you talk to your spouse, you talk to your kids, you know, they show you photo albums, they walk you around, say, hey, this is yours, man. Take you outside, this is yours, man. What would you say, what would you feel in that moment? Something to think about. Because it's a clean slate. I mean, really, they could tell you were a great pianist, or you were a famous musician or movie star, and you believe it because you're like, especially if they had pictures that had that, they Photoshop some pictures that show that, you'd be like, you'll believe whatever. But a clean slate is the point in the whole thing, and really it's the power of assumption is the main point. And when we think about assuming, the first thing that comes to mind is the negative. You know, it makes a butt out of you and me when you assume things. But we're not looking at the word assume from that point. You know, just coming up with your own idea, interpretation of, and perception of who somebody is without even knowing them. We're not talking about that aspect, but we're talking about the aspect of, you know, once you do actually get to know that person and take the steps to know them and actually figure out that, hey, all this stuff that people are saying about you isn't true and stuff like that. Or it may be, and it confirms the assumption, but it allows you to see yourself in a different light. Like, what if I could become that person that I see myself being, or they say I am? I'm this great person, I'm this great leader, I'm this great husband, I'm this great wife, I'm this great spouse, I'm this great father that they say I am. I mean, I don't know if I am or not. I lost all my memories, so I have to believe what they say, right? Your whole paradigm begins to develop off of that. And all of the negativity, all of the trauma, all of the hurt, all of the pain goes away. I mean, of course, you'll endure some other things, and, you know, I'm sure you'll deal with hardships and challenges that you have to overcome. But I just wanted to encourage somebody today with that, because, you know, we do deal with a lot of trauma. We do deal with hurt. We do deal with pain. We deal with a lot. And we got a lot of baggage to carry around in this life. a lot of trauma that we have to work through, we have to process, we have to get help for, talk to people for, therapists, and we got to get help for to navigate it the best we can and to manage it on a daily basis, even today. But does that mean that we aren't great? Does that mean that we can't achieve the things God has set up for us to achieve? I don't think it is. If anything, it allows us to grow closer to Him because we need Him to get through it. We need people in our corner that we trust, in our circle, and we need Him to help us overcome, man. Because there's days that you may not feel like getting out the bed. There's days that you're struggling and you don't know what to do and you're not motivated. But if you look at what drives you to get out the bed every morning, that's a good place to start. And it's typically family, right? That's what we do it for. We endure the hard stuff for family. We try to overcome for family. We try to get better in life for family. And for ourselves. Especially when we begin to see the importance of loving ourselves through it all. But that's the thing, man. How do you do that when you don't have that love for yourself? And you see that, man, how can I love myself when I don't feel loved by other people? And that's a real question, man, because all the stuff that you've gone through in life can squeeze that love out of you and skew your view of yourself and your paradigm and take that love out of you, man. But just know that you're important and that people need you. Somebody needs to hear what you got to say. Somebody needs to see you pull yourself out of that depression and keep fighting. That's what I had to tell myself not too long ago, laying in the hospital bed, not knowing if it was going to be my last. But it put things in perspective. And even now, I have things to work on. I still want to be here, man, as long as God intends me to be. As long as possible, I want to be here. I have, there's dark times and dark days. There's days where you got to fight harder than what you did before. But keep fighting. Somebody needs you. And you got purpose, man. So continue to walk in it. Continue to fight for it. Continue to fight to be that person that you believe God called you to be. And that you see yourself being, man. Because, it's not just a fabrication. It's something that you can actually achieve. Everything that we see, somebody thought it first. All the technological advances, people thought about that before we actually, before it came to fruition, before we could actually use it. Somebody thought about it. God gave us the ability to create, to dream and create. So keep dreaming, keep creating, keep believing, and keep working on yourself, man. Every day may be a fight. Don't give up. Keep working, man. I know it's not an easy road. It's not easy for anybody. And some people got a whole lot of baggage to work through and carry each day that is still processing, man. But each day you take a step towards the person you want to be, regardless of the trauma and the hurt, the closer you're going to become to it. So I just wanted to get on here and tell you that, man. I know it's a long situation. Get my walk in. But yeah, man, looking forward to y'all hearing the message and hearing the episode and being encouraged by it. But take care. Keep being great. Listen to Not Your Average Boss podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Thank you for listening.